United First Parish Church is in the heart of Quincy. It's a National Historic Landmark called the Church of Presidents. It's where the 6th President of the United States used to worship. From the time it was built in 1828, this magnificent church was the meeting house where all town business was discussed. And it was also where the 6th President of the United States of America, John Quincy Adams, came to worship with his wife, Louisa Catherine. John Quincy Adams felt so connected to the city of Quincy that he asked for the body of his father, the 2nd President of the US, John Adams, and his wife Abigail, to be placed in the crypt of the church. That's their tombs behind me. Then when he himself died, the remains of John Quincy Adams and his wife were placed here, alongside his parents. It's the only church in the US to hold the tombs of 2 presidents, which might explain why people in Quincy are so patriotic and politically aware, and still digesting the stunning result in the special Senate election on January 19th.
This is the people's seat!
Republican Scott Brown's win in the traditionally safe Democratic territory, and in a state Barack Obama won by 26 points in 2008, has the Democrats asking what went so horribly wrong.
As you know, I endorsed Scott Brown for the Senate seat.
Jim Sheets' political career in Quincy spans 28 years, including 12 as its mayor. He's a lifelong Democrat, but just before last week's vote, Sheets announced he was supporting the Republican candidate, ultimately rejecting Obama.
I think since he's become president, I think his programmatic content of his administration has been much further to the left, and people are very uncomfortable with it.
Only 13% of Massachusetts voters are registered Republicans and 33% Democrats. The majority of the state's voters are independents, and they're the ones who put Brown in the Senate.
I voted Democratic and I voted Republican. I vote for the candidate. It's like, what are you bringing to the table that is going to make our lives better, that's going to make our lives safer?
With the electorate becoming increasingly angry over high unemployment rates, debt and the cost of healthcare, independents across the country are likely to play a crucial role in midterm congressionals in November. That could shift the balance of power and further jeopardise Obama's political agenda.
I think if he probably moved more to the center of the country and probably replaced some of the people he has in his cabinet that just ultra-liberal people that lean on being socialists and possibly communists.
But others argue Obama hasn't been radical enough and has allowed his policies to be shaped by right-wing groups and media outlets. Obama campaigned for the presidency on hope. Now he's hoping he can reconnect with disillusioned Americans after just 1 year in the White House. Kath Turner, Al Jazeera, Quincy, Massachusetts.